unit 6 will be talking about the trade, market, and how the market management will be done. We have studied about the business. So business also, how we'll be proceeding through a business, how we'll be making a business plan. So everything we have already studied in previous term. So here we will be talking about how the trade will be done, how the market will be managed, and what sort of things are to be considered for the for making a quality market of your product. For selling your product, you need a market, right? So for that market, what sort of market you need to focus on, that everything will be talking about in this unit 6. Okay, trade refers to the quality activity of the buying and selling or exchanging goods or services between the people or countries. The act of operating and controlling the market by various ways is called market management. These units include introduction to market management with its various aspects, pricing and income expenditure management, then after introduction to World Trade Organization with its functions and the importance. So what everything, no, everything that will be buying, will be selling, if you are the entrepreneur, if you are just producing something, then you need to sell it to other people, otherwise you won't be getting the profit. So it is everything from buying to selling, from producing, everything, it comes under the trade. And how the profit will be calculated, so that will also comes under the this market management and the trading system. Okay, we have the first lesson about the market management. The objectives, after this lesson you will be knowing about the aspects of the market management. You'll also know the you'll also know the importance of the market management and the difference and the relationship between the market and the entrepreneurship. So how the market and entrepreneurship will be similar, or how it can be differentiated, we'll be knowing about that also. All right. So the history of the market is closely associated with the history of human beings. In the ancient time, people used to exchange their goods or services according to their need. You know, before the invention of this money or coin, no, people used to exchange the goods only. Like you have heard the song also, Chamal Sanga Pito Satisin, right? You have heard that song or not,
No, ma'am.
student?
No name.
Acharya. Of Haribangsa Acharya, there is a Chamal Sanga Pito Po Satisin Amale, something like that. The song is there. So that song also indicates a trade. Okay, there. Before the invention of any sort of money or coin, no, people used to just exchange, like one people there would be a market type, like a mela type would be there, and people from different community, they will be gathering together in a mela. What sort of happens, no, in a such type of fair would be conducted, and in that fair people used to exchange whatever they have got. Suppose if they have cow, and if they have a lot of milk, then they will be selling milk, and they'll be getting rice, they'll be getting the other lentils, other stocks they don't have. So that sort of things was the market system in our ancient time. But nowadays, since the money has been invented, since the coin has been invented, so after that everything changed into the exchange of money and the service only. Okay, so in the ancient time, people used to exchange their goods or services according to their need, and it was called barter system. So this one is important. Why it was a barter system? People used to exchange the goods and services only. There was no exchange of money that time. Like Chamal Sangha Pito Posadicin, just focus on that example, and you will be able to know about it. This barter system means. And people started selling and buying goods or services with the beginning of the scientific change in the system of exchanging goods. In this system, monetary value of the goods or services is fixed, and people purchase products in money. Look, with the invention of the science and technology, everything started changing with the monetary value. So people started marking some of the fixed prices to the certain product, and then after, if the people had money, then they could buy it. Otherwise, the same barter system was also followed that time also. Still, you can see in many villages in Nepal only, okay, in most of the rural areas. So people, what they will be doing is that they will be exchanging the chamal, they will be exchanging the rice with some other stuffs if they don't have the money. So that sort of thing is still going on, that barter system is still going on. But it's not like the fair. Before, in ancient time, the fair was conducted, mela was conducted, and the people used to exchange the goods. But now simply they will go to anyone's home who have the good capacity of the food products, and they will exchange with some other stuffs. So okay, so this system of buying and selling products give rise to marketing and market management. Market management refers to the operation of the various business activities that are related to the production, advertisement, and distribution of the product. So, what does market management refers to? First of all, what sort of quality of the products are produced, and is that the product that we are producing, is that of a good quality or not, will that be sellable or not? So everything that comes under this production. Then in advertisement, suppose you are producing a product, and if that is not advertised, if that is not sold in a market, so that doesn't make a profit. So you can see so many ad in the television, in radio, no, I like something like that of things will be soon, that sort of thing will be delivered, and so many celebrities, they will be making an ad in that. So this sort of advertisement is why it is necessary to gain the market, to gain the target group. Suppose if we talk about the sanitary pad advertisement, then the sanitary pad advertisement, it should be related to girls, so that girls will be knowing about the sanitary hygiene as well as the different sort of things. And you can see so many advertisement will be going on. And if that sort of advertisement is not done, no, then in Nepal still that chhaupade pratha was being prevalent. Still in some of the areas it's being prevalent. So after seeing those such type of advertisement, there might be some sort of changes in the people's mind. That's why now you can see there are so many homes, even in Nepal, even in the rural areas also. This chhaupade pratha is being discarded, it's not being followed by the people, and they are just going against such type of prathas in Nepal. And distribution of the product. So after the production and the advertisement, how it is to be distributed, to how much extent it should be distributed, to how many district it should be distributed. So everything, it comes under the market management. And in this sense, market management is the bridge between the products and the customers. So market management is not a book, okay, it's not a book, it's not a building, it's not a office, it's something, a process only, it's a process only, okay. So it's the process of managing the market. First of all, the producer will be producing some sort of goods, some sort of products. Then after, there will be certain people, certain strategy will be there, and they will be selling to the customers. So that is the main flow chart of the this market management. So it is the bridge between the producer and customer that assures the flow of the goods and services to meet the demand of the people. Marketing management is one of the important aspect of the business sector. Okay, so let's talk about the major aspects of the market management. From the production of the goods to their supply to their customer, there are various aspects of the market management. Some of them are, so the first thing is product. Now you should know what maybe the aspect means. First of all, there should be some producer who will be producing the goods. Then after, that goods is to be supplied to some people from whom they will supply to the customer. So you can see here, if the CG group will be producing YY also, and after that YY noodles should be distributed to the retail shops or the dealer. So that dealer we call as a suppliers. and those suppliers will be selling to the customers, and customers are we people. Okay, you can see here products are the commodities or the services that are produced and supplied to the customers to meet their demand. Products are the major components of the business or the market management, since all business activities revolve around them. So what happens? Anything goods or services, whenever you talk about the market management, the first thing will be product only. Because without product, what to sell to suppliers? Without product or without services, what to sell to the customer? So we need the product at first. Another is supplier, that is seller. Look, you can see supplier means, as I said, CC company will be producing YY noodles, then it will be providing to the dealer. You can see so many dealers will be there. That dealers will be known as a supplier, and those will be responsible for supplying to the small retail shops like Kirana Pasal. So in that sort of small shops, they will be selling this sort of products, and we customer will be going to retail shops and will be buying it. So there are wholesale shops also. In that wholesale shops also, the supplier will be distributing the that products. Or a supplier or a seller is a person or an organization that supplies the goods in a market to meet the demand of the customer. So seller here we can refer to a person also. You have seen or not, then if there is retail shops in your home or in your near your locality, then you can see some of the people in an individual portion, they will be coming and they will be asking केही चाहिएको छ साउजी, केही चाहिएको छ, like that they will be asking, and that is a person to person selling. That means from a individual person they will be selling to the certain retail organization, retail shops. So that is also one of the supplier, and that is the person to person selling type of strategy is that one. On the basis of the amount of supplying, suppliers may be wholesaler or retailer. So wholesaler means they will be selling in a bulk amount. Okay, they will not be selling in the individual amount. Like you can see in a kirana parcel, in a retail parcel, retail shop, they will be selling YY noodles of for a packet only. But wholesaler shop will be selling in a carton, like 30 packets in one carton will be there, no? So I think that noodles will be the best example for you to make understand. I think this wholesaler and retailer, the difference is that they will be selling in a bulk amount and they will be selling in a small amount. So that is the difference. And they may produce their own products and or distribute the products of other person or any company. And in market management, suppliers may play a vital role in bridging the gap between the producers and the customers. Okay, sometimes the supplier can be the producer as well. Suppose if a small company is there, like you can see that achar making factory, pickle making factory, some of the people they will be starting making pickle in their home only. And what they will be doing? They will be selling it from their home only. They will be selling it through the online market, through the social medias, and they will be earning the money. So that is also one of the very good example for the starting the entrepreneurship. And another is the customer. Yes, we need the customer to get the money, and we are the customers. We'll be giving the money, we'll be getting the goods, and that's how the market is going on. A person or an organization that purchases the products to meet the demand is called customer. Customer buy goods or services available in the market according to their need. And finally, the market. We need some market environment. We need some place for just providing our goods and services and for gaining the goods and services. Market refers to one place where products are available. In other words, market is the place where suppliers and customers meet to exchange the goods services in the monetary value. So we have seen a lot of market in Chittagong also. There are so many big markets are there. So all those sort of marketplaces are just made for selling the goods and for the exchange of the goods and the monetary value. So now here we'll be talking about the importance of the market management. Why market management is important for selling our goods. Products, suppliers, and markets and customers are the key components of the marketing management. Marketing management refers to the coordinating or organizing of various components of the marketing system for a smooth flow of the products in the market. So, why the market management is necessary here is some of the ideas given for being in a smooth flow, for the continuous supply of the goods and products, for the continuous gaining of the income, for the continuous profit maximization. So that everything comes under the market management and why it is important. And importance. Okay, effective market management plays a vital role in sustainability and success of any business. So why it is necessary? Whenever you'll be making an effective market management plan along with the business model plan. So this effective market management comes under the business model plan also. Okay, and when that market management is effectively done, then we'll be gaining the knowledge about what sort of demand is going on, what sort of trend is going on in the market. And with that sort of trend will be, if you are aware about that sort of trend, then you will be able to produce the same kind of product which is in demand. Like you can see the Korean 2x spicy ramen noodles. Have you ever have eaten that one?
Yes, ma'am.
So that Korean ramen noodles, no, whenever that it was getting in a such of popularity, it was getting so popularity that 2 p.m. noodles of our own country, right? That also started making like that type of product, and that also gained the popularity. Look, so this is the market system. Whatever is in demand, will be making the product, will be trying to make the product of the same type of product which is in demand. So that Korean ramen, now that the popularity of the Korean ramen is very similar to the ramen noodle of that 2 p.m. noodle, 2 p.m. product. So that sort of thing we can see now in our Nepalese market system also. We can see such a competition is going on. Even with the international brand also, such type of competition is going on. And that's why that is the effective management, no? Because of which people gain the knowledge, that seller gain the knowledge how the market can be attracted, and immediately they started making the akabari 2 p.m. Noodles, and they are selling it, and they are getting a huge profit in that. So effective management market plays a vital role in sustainability and success of any business. And it should not be a certain only, okay? Not for a short period of time. We have to make it, this market management system should be made so that it will be for a long lasting time. The importance of the marketing management is pointed out below. Market management creates a proper market where sellers and buyers involved in exchanging the goods and services in a monetary value. We know that. Then after, it creates a proper market for various types of goods and services according to their need and demand of the customers, and it makes up producers, suppliers, and customers conscious about regarding the products and the market demand, and it bridges the gap between the producers and the customers for the successful business and the smooth flow of the products in the market. It also manages the proper place of supply of goods and promotes the transportation of the products that help to reach out the products from producers to customers. So everything from selling it, from producing of certain goods to selling to the customer, it comes under the market management system. That is why it is important. Market management system, it helps to analyze to what extent you have to sell it. Suppose you are producing a noodles in Chitwan only, you have opened the factory of producing a noodles in Chitwan. If you try to figure out to what extent you can sell it, first of all you will be finding the analyzing the market area of your locality. Then after, you will be going to nearby your home. Then after, nearby your society, nearby your district. So everywhere you will be going, and you will be analyzing the market value there. So that is important, so that you can sell it or not, to what extent you have to produce. Because sometimes what happens, If you don't analyze the market system, no, then producer may be producing a lot of products. Okay, so suppose you'll be producing a lot of noodles in a very large amount, but if you don't have the enough market to sell it, then it will be in vain. That all money for producing that noodles will be going in vain. That's why effective market management is necessary. The relationship between the market and entrepreneurship. Market is a place where goods or services are available to meet the demand of the customer. These goods or services are produced by the entrepreneurs according to the demand of the market. As I've said, you can take the example of the 2 p.m. Akabare. They just started the entrepreneurship since they were already a organization to produce the noodles before. As a 2 p.m. noodle they were producing, but after they analyzed the market system, when the trend was going on with the spicy type of noodle, then they started doing the analyzing the market value, and then they just started making producing the spicy noodles, and which gained a lot of popularity, and finally they are very successful in this business. So entrepreneurship is related to involving various business activities to produce a goods by using the acquired knowledge and skill with the mobilization of the available resources. Thus, entrepreneurship is closely associated with the producing goods or services. In local level, people produce several items from locally available resources with the application of their knowledge, skill, and technology. For example, Doko, Dalo, Mandro, Broom, Nanglo, etc. So these all are the local products which are being sold worldwide. So in international market also you can see this is very common thing, but it is being sold not from Nepal only. It can be sold from India. It is sold from India and China. So like that of things also can be sold there from the bamboo or other various available resources. And human resources and other materials are essential for the entrepreneurship. People can produce sukul, straw mat, etc. from straw. Similarly, blanket, mattress, etc. are produced from the wool of the animals. So from here, okay, from for example to this is very important. How, like, you can give the example how the entrepreneur can produce a different set of materials by using the locally available goods. Okay. So in this way, entrepreneurship is essential to produce the materials in order to meet the demand of the people. These materials are available in the market where buyers and sellers meet their needs for the trade. And trade refers to the activity of supplying and purchasing of goods or services in the market. This one we have already studied. Okay. So market and entrepreneurship are interrelated. Why it is interrelated? In the absence of entrepreneurship, products cannot be produced. If the producer are not there, then who will be producing the products? So entrepreneurship, it means the producer. And is in the absence of the products, market is not possible. So if there is a market only, if there is no any sort of product, then who will be buying the product and who will be selling the product, and what to sell the product? If there is no any sort of product produced, then what to sell? And similarly, market is a place where products of the entrepreneurial activities are exchanged between the suppliers and the customers. Similarly, market is the meeting point between the entrepreneur and the customers. So market is the facilitates smooth access of the products produced from the entrepreneurship. So here we can see market is not only that fair or mela type that we have considered. Market is the place where people can analyze what sort of business can be done. Market is the place you can analyze what sort of how many products can be produced. So that sort of things can be analyzed from the market only. And thus, market plays a vital role for the development and growth of the entrepreneurship. Therefore, market and entrepreneurship are inseparable relationship for the existence of both.